Let me ask you this, Nelson. Suppose we have a financial professional, read your book, wanted to learn more, enrolled in the program, went through the IBC practitioners program, went through the manual, the hours of online training and videos, took the test, and now was wondering, okay, but why should I stick with this? I've gotten the training that the practitioners program has given to professionals. Why would I stay enrolled in the program? What benefit does that have for me?
Well, I guess that reminds me of kids that I see just completed getting their bachelor's degree, and I always tell them, now your education starts. And education should be ongoing, always learning, because there's so much out there to benefit your own life and the lives of others. And it's an endless process. Now, again, the more you see you didn't see.
And so what things specifically, if you remain in the practitioners program, like where would the person get this additional education?
We have a think tank session every year for practitioners. Usually it's in February, and I imagine it will continue that way, where we gather and we learn from one another and we measure how you coming along. At another session here not too long ago, I was pointing out to these people, you've been at this process for about 10 years now. I was heavily in debt when I came up with this concept. It took me 13 years to get rid of the banks. How you coming along? Are you rid of the banks yet? If you are, you can speak with authority. It's something that you've got to experience to understand fully of the freedom that is there when you're not dependent on banks.
And I think also, too, is I believe I've heard you say that the infinite banking concept doesn't just mean for the end consumer having infinite possibilities, but it also means the professional coaching people are helping them devise their own strategies. If it's infinite, that means their learning is never going to stop. They need to keep talking to other professionals who are of that mindset.
Well, there's 1 or 2 pages in my book called The Arrival Syndrome. And in a seminar that I'm teaching always, I tell people, please study this section. This is the worst thing that can happen to anybody, is the arrival syndrome. When you've arrived, you think you know it all. Everything is downhill from that point on. You should always be learning because knowledge is infinite.